Am I going to cry this video? Probably. Is it going to be worse than I was after stage door? Who knows? Correction, Editing Ghost cried the most. Which is why you don't see much crying in this video. Hello everyone, it's Ghost here, and if you don't know who I am non-binary, and normally I am a Minecraft musical-based content creator. But I recently started a series called Ghost Goes Places, where I document trips and things that I do. I do monthly vlogs as it is, but I wanted to have a series dedicated to making longer videos about trips and experiences I go on. This is going to be the longest of them, so please bear with me for this video. I do have a script so I don't go too off track. So, apologies in advance if I start crying. As I was writing this script, I was in tears very, very consistently. And in this episode of Ghost Goes Places, I went to Belleville. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I went to London to see Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella at the Gillian Theatre. For context as to why I wanted to see it, I'm needing to use the script here so I don't mess this up. I'm autistic and one of my special interests is musicals. So naturally, I've watched just about every single one of Carrie Hope Fletcher's vlogs from the last 5-ish years. I listened to Bad Cinderella. I believe it was in 24 hours of when it came out, back in October of 2020, and I fell in love with the music, like, immediately, and decided one day, I want to see this musical. Then we got the news that Cinderella is closing on the 12th of June, which conveniently happens to be the day this video comes out. Wow, how the calendars happen to align. And I also decided this worked because I guess arguably I can put things that are technically spoilers in and technically get away with it. So technically a spoiler warning, but that's not for another bit. I've really gone off script. I'm sorry. So on the 28th of June, me and my mum hopped on a train and went down to London. And assuming Editing Ghost remembers, come on, Editing Ghost, you've got to do this. I'm going to put in a clip of what the theatre looked like prior to some of the things on the front being changed from one of Carrie's vlogs, words, because I forgot to record one. It also didn't help we walked up to the theatre different ways to what I was expecting us to be doing, so yeah. Anyways, on with the travelling clips. You'll see me again shortly.
London Bridge, East Croydon, Gatwick Airport.
Snowy, cloudy bridge.
The train is now approaching the Westbound Elizabeth Line service to Paddington College.
So when I go to see theatre shows, I quite like to buy some merchandise from the show. Usually that will consist of a programme and an enamel pin. When they have enamel pins, because I don't think Heathers do them, so I didn't manage to get one when we went to see Heathers, but that's not the topic of this video. I got 2 programmes. Now you might be wondering, Ghost, why do you need 2 programmes for Cinderella? Let me explain something to you. When I went to see Heathers, I got the souvenir brochure. This was the tour version, by the way. And because they don't, like, have the nice printed pages of the cast pictures and their name and stuff and who they play, etc., they put an insert in with all of the details, which I was very grateful for, because it's really quite helpful to be able to look back at. The souvenir brochure doesn't have that, but this version does, and I brought the souvenir brochure first because I like really big pretty pictures, And also it gives me good references for the costumes when I want to draw them. So I got this as well. I also, most importantly, got another pin badge. They didn't have the boot pin badge, which made me kind of sad because I wanted to get both, and then I probably wouldn't have landed up getting both programs, but at that point I didn't know that they didn't put the picture of the people in. I'm still annoyed about that. If you run a theatre and you're making programs, please provide the pictures of your cast next to their names and the roles they play with the information about them. And if you're doing it as a souvenir brochure, just add an insert, please. It makes life much easier. Is that all I have to talk about this? Oh, I forgot to mention, they had a flower wall. The picture of that should be in the thumbnail if Editing Ghost doesn't put it in here, which is highly likely. So here's some more clips up until, I think, the interval. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that.
Oh my god, is this that true?
Hello, this is Editing Ghost here. Just to let you know, I'm cutting the section on my favourite moments of the show to reduce time, so we're just going to get straight into the recording of the bows. I'm probably going to make a separate video on my favourite moments, just it made the video really, really long. To reattempt filming this bit because something constantly goes wrong. Okay, so I made a memory book for every Ghost Goes Places episode going forward, and we have that, which is one of the promotional pictures that they use, and it's of Cinderella and Sebastian, because I was like, yeah, the smile, I just need that in there because then I can look at it and just smile a bit. Then we have tickets, because that's a fairly default thing to put into a book thing if you go to see a show. We have some pictures. Pictures of the bows, and then a bunch of random notes I made originally. They are copied down from my phone. I'm just not gonna go over them because that's wasting time on this. But we went to stage door. Yeah. We went to stage door and we met the Queen. And then I met Carrie. And I need to get the script back for this. I'm just going to keep repeating myself. So, I got the program signed. Which, obviously, is kind of like, if you do stage door and you meet cast members, you try to get your program signed. And I went with do it on the cover. Yeah. She was so kind. She recognised I was dressed as Cinderella, or at least like trying to do something based off of it. If you couldn't tell, including the butterfly necklace, I got that detail down. God, it was a very overwhelming bit for me because I'm not the best in social situations. So yeah, it was kind of a pretty big-ish day for me. I walked away crying afterwards just out of being purely overwhelmed. And I was like, if my makeup gets ruined now, I don't care. I've got the picture and I looked somewhat presentable. So, I think there's a few more clips to go. And then, time to say goodbye. Starting to cry in this last clip. I cried the most when I was writing it, but this was a pretty crazy day, if you couldn't tell by just the sheer chaotic nature of this video. Everything about this show was amazing. I'm not gonna keep listing everything off that was amazing, because the entire thing was just incredible, and I really wish I could go back, but as I've mentioned, this video goes up the day that the show closes. Yeah. I wish it wasn't closing. I really wish it wasn't. But the musical will always mean a lot to me, and it has done since Bad Cinderella released back in the October of 2020. And yeah. There's not much else to say for this video. I'm probably going to go and cry now. And then have to attempt to edit this video. So, editing Ghost, roll the final clip, and here is a final goodbye to Belleville. It was incredible to go. Bye bye Belleville.